Stir-fry noodles, woohoo, it's everyone's favorite, especially back home, the Philippines. I remember before, in every party, especially the birthday party, we always have that stir-fry, or we call it pancit, as we believe that a long strand represents a long life. Hello once again, it's Marvin, thanks for tuning in. Anyway, since it's popular, not so often when you make them, they turn out to be the best. Or I should say, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Well, I understand your frustration, but you came into the right video, as I will show you not to mess up your stir-fry noodles again. But first, we need to gather everything. We need to chop all the ingredients, the spices, the meat, as we will be throwing everything into the wok and we will throw that up in the air. No, I'm not gonna do that trick. The first thing we need to do is to make the broth. The broth will be our base and we will create the first layer of flavor to our stir fry. Alright, so behind me there is a boiling water that is ready to be used. And to make the broth, we only need celery, carrots, garlic, and onion, and the whole chicken bones. Okay, so we will just cut the celery, roughly cut the celery, it's okay. Followed by carrots, and we'll throw some onion and the garlic, and next the chicken bones, and we can season it with salt and pepper, and that's everything we need. We'll cover this one and we will simmer it for about an hour or two. Well, traditionally back home, we used to boil the whole chicken, and it will take us about 4 to 5 hours just to extract all the flavor from the meat and bones. However, what we have here is already bones, so it won't take that much to extract all the flavor from it. And after that, we will prepare all the ingredients for our stir frying. Alright, so our broth is pretty much done. Well, the next step will be cooking all the ingredients in front of me. And I have here a mix of seafood. I have seashells, mussel. I also have a shrimp and a couple of bacon. And the vegetable that we're going to use are bell pepper, Chinese cabbage, we need some carrots, onion, garlic, and mushroom. Well, to be honest, these vegetables are just optional. It's totally up to you. You can add this one or you can skip this one as well. It just so happened that I have this in my fridge, so I will be using this instead. So first off, we need to cut or thinly slice our vegetables. Set it aside. Next will be our carrots. And cut it into strips. And for our Chinese cabbage, we can just cut it into small strips as well. You can use regular cabbage, it's fine. That might be good enough. And for the mushrooms, we can just probably separate them by hand. And for the onion, just simply slice them lengthwise. And for the garlic, we will finely chop. Okay, once done, we'll just set this one aside and we'll just thinly slice the bacon. Well, if you ask me why I'm using bacon, well, we're not going to use any oil with this recipe, so extracting the oil from the bacon will be my option. So once the bacon is chopped, we can start heating up the pan and we'll throw our bacon in. And for our shrimp, I'll just slice it in half, lengthwise. It's just big shrimp, that's why I'm slicing it in half. And now, as you can see, the bacon is already releasing its own fat. Once you see the bacon turns brown, now it's time for us to saute our onion and garlic. When sauteing onion and garlic, we don't need much of a heat because we don't want them to get burned. So now we're ready to throw in our seafood. We'll do the shrimp and some mussels. Now to cook the mussel, we need a little broth. From the chicken. And we'll just cover this one up and let's wait until it's cooked. We can add a pinch of salt. Alright, once the mussels are cooked, we can throw in our vegetables. We'll do the carrots first. Now once the carrots are soft, we can throw in our mushrooms. We'll just keep stir frying until everything is soft. Once the carrots and mushroom is soft, we can throw in our peppers and our Chinese cabbage. Alright, so once cooked, turn off the gas and put it in a plate. Alright, using the same pan, you don't need to wash this one. We're just gonna throw in our chicken broth. We're just gonna ladle a couple. And we'll season this one with soy sauce. Give it a stir. And we'll throw in our noodles. And we'll just cook this one until the noodles are soft. Usually they separate. And for this recipe, I will be recommending using a pancit bihon. There are so many kinds of noodle, rice noodle, but this one in particular is the bihon. Find that in a package that says bihon. So now our bihon starts to separate. We'll cook this one a little longer. It's still not good enough. But we're close. Yes, you can see it's now slowly separating from one another. There is a little broth left, but we'll just keep on stirring this one. We can increase the heat. Just keep stirring until all the water or the broth evaporates and most of them are being absorbed by the noodle. Okay, so once done, you can turn off the gas and we're ready for plating. Well, technically, we will put everything in here and mix it up and then serve it like that. However, it's not my style. I usually serve them separately, one noodles and then all the toppings and ingredients. And that's what I'm going to show you. So to plate this, just grab a noodle. And a bit of bacon bit. And there you have it, our stir-fry noodles, or commonly known as pancit back home. Well, the video might not complete without my favorite part, the taste test. Oh man. I can eat this all day. It's really good. The noodle tastes like chicken. It's like soy chicken, as that's our base with our broth. And the other ingredients are just an additional to add more layer of flavor to this dish. Oh wow. I think I need more. It is not enough. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please share, like if you like this video or this recipe, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new to my channel, and that bell icon as well, so you'll get notified once I upload a new video. And if you have any questions about this dish, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll do the best I can to get back to you. Oh, I can't wait for second round. Well, I hope you guys try this at home. It's really easy to make. Just don't forget to follow all the steps that I made, and I guarantee you won't mess up your stir-fry noodles again. By the way, if you don't have time to make the broth, as what I did, you can always buy whatever broth you like at the store, supermarket. And what's good about it, you can also combine the vegetable broth, chicken broth, the pork broth, or the beef broth. Combine them all together and use that to cook your noodles, and it will turn out to be good. And if you don't like seafood, you can always replace it with chicken, pork, or any meat that you like. I think I can eat all this. Well, once again, thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me that you keep on watching my videos, and until then, see you on my next one.